Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, back for some more value props on what's going to separate you stacked up against some other agents. This is something that you guys should continuously start to think about or get better at. If you have a plan of action, this is the pitch. If you're on a listing appointment and you're looking to get the listing, and it's not just a friend or family member that's going to pass over the listing to you without knowing anything that you do, these are the things that are going to separate you against other agents. So we're talking today about gaining exposure and maximizing exposure based off of a couple of different things. And right now I'm going to share my screen and go into the value props that we're going to be discussing. So the value props that we're going to be discussing now are going to be, let me get to them. So if you guys don't know where to find the value props, they are going to be on the file section of Cameron Coaching, and they're going to be under value props. So marketing to our database of buyers. So rather than just putting your property on the market, you need to have another way of gaining exposure of the market of your property. So what I do as a listing agent is I'm reaching out to everyone in my database as soon as I get a listing live. So I'm reaching out to other real estate agents that I know that have buyers in the area that are always kind of always have a good amount of buyers in that area. I'm reaching out to them directly. You can do that by doing a reverse search on MLS. So you're able to see all of the agents that have buyers that are tied to your listing. So you can reach out to them directly rather than waiting for them to reach out to you, or buyer or agents that just do a good amount of business in the area. So I'm also reaching out to any of my buyers that I know that are looking in the area immediately when I'm getting this property on the market, getting them excited about the property. I'm emailing a list sheet to all the buyers in the area, all the agents in the area. So you want to be able to basically again, just tap into that extra layer of people. A large brokerage is a great way to sell that because we have over 300 agents here at Cameron Real Estate. So you can let your client know that you're able to do a couple of things. You're able to get it out on a newsletter, incorporate CameronSoon.com if that's what you're incorporating, and getting it out there as part of your Coming Soon campaign and what that exactly entails. But getting it out to agents within the office and 300 agents, it's a lot of people that you can get it in front of that other agents may not have that ability to do. You're also able to, when we do have live sales meetings, to stand up in front of the group and get people excited about anything that you have coming soon or that's newly hit to the market. And a lot of the times I know personally that we have made matches within our own sales meeting, within our own company, because we have that network of people that we can reach out to. So you want to make sure that you are hammering that home, especially if you feel it's important to the seller or the potential client that you're going to have. Pre-marketing, mega open houses. So there are a lot of agents out there that have built their business off mega open houses. And you really need to, if you're doing them already, then great. You should have a list of really what makes that a mega open house. A lot of it has to do with the marketing that goes behind that leading up to the open house, where you're not just posting the open house on MLS and hoping that people walk through the door. You're actually incorporating some other marketing strategies to make sure that you are going to have a jam-packed open house. Maybe you have a couple of different gimmicks that you have at your open house, whether it's entertainment or food or a combination of the two. But one thing that you want to make sure is you're going to be having signs at all the major intersections with directionals leading towards your open house. Balloons, some people think are corny, but it's actually a good attention grabber. If you have just a sign on the corner of the road and someone drives by it, they may or may not see it. But if you have a balloon sort of flapping in the wind, they're more likely to see that sign. So if you have balloons and signs at all major intersections or all major traffic points leading to your open house, you're more likely to get some of those drive-bys that are going to stop by in addition to everyone that was coming through anyway. So you want to make sure, and it's going to put your name out there. If you have open house signs that have your name on them, then it just shows that to the neighbors in the neighborhood that you're really embedded in that neighborhood and that community. So it's a good chance to kind of plaster your name and your signs everywhere, even if it's for a short period of time. So you're making sure that you're boosting on social media to get some extra people there at the open house. I mean, look, if there's an interested buyer within an open house, if they walk through that open house and it's just them and you, if they're going to put an offer in, what's the likelihood that they're going to put an aggressive offer in if it's just them through the open house versus them being in an open house where they're seeing a lot of traffic in and out and they're like, oh man, like if we want this, we better put our best foot forward. That's really what you want to create. You want to create an atmosphere and the perception that the property is going to be highly competitive, and that way that buyer that's interested, or buyers hopefully, are going to be able to not take a price reduction off the property and come in low and try to play that game. So we want to make sure that going through these bullet points, ensuring it's listed on every major site online, including MLS and Zillow, Trulia, or Realtor.com, and over 500 other sites, boosting your home and social media. We talked about that. Circle dialing your neighborhood and let everyone in the area know about your open house. That's something we want to do. For the agents that are circle dialing, just listed in an open house call are one of the easiest ways to kind of have a reason to call someone in the neighborhood. So you're not just calling totally cold. You are, but you're also inviting them to a house that they're probably somewhat interested in. So making sure you utilize that, and all Cameron agents have that ability through Mojo that we offer. Door knocking, more of the same, just in person, giving people invites. I know some agents have had the strategy of doing a sort of a VIP hour, inviting neighbors into the open house maybe 10 minutes before or something along those lines, just to make them feel special. So there's all different types of strategies that you can incorporate when it comes down to the mega open house. Marketing to our database of buyers, we talked a little bit about that, making sure that you're putting it out there in front of agents within the company and buyer agents that that you have. We also have a huge buyer archive database on Mojo that you can call through, seeing if anyone's interested in properties in that area. Putting your home in the company newsletter, we talked about that, as well as the company sales meetings, and making sure that you have a prominent yard sign so everyone driving by knows your home's for sale, including the open house signs with the balloons blowing in the wind that we're going to put up there the day of the open house. So hopefully this helps. Again, a mega open house, a great strategy as far as marketing, and a potential strategy that leads towards future business. Because let's face it, everyone that comes through an open house is not always going to like that potential property. However, they may not be represented officially by another agent. So it is an opportunity for you to really gain additional business. So you can go after it in two ways: marketing for that property and looking to gain additional business for future deals. So hopefully you guys found that useful. And again, it's on the file section within Cameron Coaching, the value adds and all the value adds that we have here at Cameron, and the ones that you choose to incorporate as an agent. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Happy selling.